day everyone, my name is Darrell Robles. Today I'm going to discuss or present on how ICT and technologies helps Homeland Security. But first, what is ICT? ICT means Information and Communication Technology and refers to the combination of manufacturing and services industries that capture, transmit, and display data and information electronically. So what ICT means? ICT incorporates electronic and technologies and techniques used to manage information and knowledge, including information handling tools used to produce, store, process, distribute, and exchange information. And the second one is Homeland Security. Homeland Security refers to defending and safeguarding a nation from any anti-social threat. It is an initiative by government to provide security and resilience against all possible natural as well as human-made disasters. So what is Homeland Security? So the purpose of Homeland Security is that they are the ones who watch outside the area or country, watching over threat, terrorists, disasters, cyber attacks, etc. Every nation faces threats. Anything that threatens the physical well-being of the population of their parties, the stability of nation's economy or institution is considered a national security threat. National security threats can be further broken down into the groups. So there are 5 threats in Homeland Security. The first one is hostile government. Some national security threats come from the foreign government with the hostile intentions. These threats may include direct acts of war and aggression, but they can also be subtler and harder to detect. Examples include special involved and election interference. The hostile government, so there are also threats from foreign governments because not all countries are in agreement with a proposal. So when there is a disagreement, it results war between countries and there is a violence. Second is terrorism. A country also face threats from groups who don't formally represent a foreign government but may be sponsored or tolerated by the foreign powers. Terrorist groups may seek to cause chaos and disruption through physical violence or in some cases of cybercrime. So what is terrorism? Terrorism is the calculated use of violence to create a general climate of fear in population and thereby to bring out particular political objective. Terrorism has been practiced by the political organization with both crisis and leftist objectives, by nationalistic and religious groups, by revolutionaries, and even by the state institutions such as armies, intelligence services, and police, because they are against the government of way of doing things and unequal treatments, and just because of some aspects like religion, race, beliefs, etc. The third word is proliferation. An enemy state doesn't have to take direct aggressive action for it to register as a potential threat to national security. The idea of proliferation, specifically with regard to the advanced weaponry, may also be taken to account. If a hostile state is known to be stockpiling chemical weapons, developing nuclear capabilities, or otherwise escalating its capacity for destruction, it equals a national security threat even without using those weapons in a direct attack. So Proliferation Security Initiative is a global effort that aims to stop trafficking of weapons of mass reduction, to delivery systems and related materials to inform states and non-states actors for proliferation concerns. The fourth one is cybercrime. Cybercrime online criminals pose a danger to national security, including those not associated with hostile government or terrorist groups. Cybercriminals may hack economic institutions, government website, or power structures in a way of stealing or extorting money. They may also commit cybercrimes to advance an ideological agenda. So cybercrime is criminal activity that either targets or uses a computer network, or network device. Most cybercrime is committed by cybercriminals or hackers who want to make money. That is also possible to steal government money without the knowledge of cybersecurity, especially if a person is good at computers. There are 5 examples of cybercrimes like phishing scams, website spoofing, ransomware, malware, and IoT hacking. And the last one is natural disaster and diseases. Not all threats to national security involve the malignant influence of bad actors. Hurricanes, earthquakes, and other natural disasters can pose serious damage to a nation, people's and physical infrastructure. Pandemics like COVID-19 weaken healthcare system and economies. So a natural disaster is characterized by abnormal intensity of natural agent, flood, mudslide, earthquake, avalanche, drought, when the unusual measures to be taken to prevent this damage were not able to prevent, the emergency of were not able to be taken. So, how ICT or modern technologies help Homeland Security? The first one is CCTV. Closed-circuit television or CCTV, also known as a video surveillance, in the use of video cameras to the transmit of signal to a specific place on limited set of monitors. So CCTV allows the use of video cameras to monitor the interior and exterior of property, transmitting the signal to the monitor or set of monitors. This will help to the monitor threats inside and outside the country because all movements and transactions can be seen or monitored that can be used to identify each incident and provide additional security information. The second is radio frequency identification or RFID. Radio frequency identification or RFID technology uses radio waves to identify the people or objects. There's a device that reads information contained in a wireless device or tag from a distance without making any physical contact or requiring a line of sight. So RFID security tag can be used in any building. The chip can store in any information, names, number, and security codes in a reader attached to the door. Simplify checks the info against database to easily identify the records of each individual or object. And the fourth is the sensors. Sensors, a motion sensor or motion detector, is an electronic device that uses a sensor to detect nearby people or object. Motion sensors are an important component of any security system. When a sensor detects motion, it will send alert to your security system and with newer system right to your mobile phone. So sensors use one or multiple technologies to detect movement in area. When a sensor detects motion, it sends signal to your security system's control panel, which is connected to your monitoring center. This alerts you, the monitoring center, to the potential threat in your home. The fifth is the roadblocks. One, a barricade often with traps or mines for holding an enemy at point of a road covered by fire. B, road a barricade set up specially by law enforcement officers. An obstruction in road tree, something that blocks progress or prevents accomplishment of an object. So roadblocks. In military content, checkpoints involve the setup of hasty roadblock by mobile truck or armored vehicle mounted infantry to disrupt unauthorized or unwanted movement or military activity, and to check or valid identification and search for contraband, fugitives, or weapons that are not permitted in civilian hands. Biometric device. A biometric device is a security identification device. Such devices use automated methods of verifying or recognizing the identity of living person based on their psychological or behavioral characteristics. These characteristics include fingerprints, facial images, iris, and voice recognition. So the biometric device, the aim is capture an item of biometric data from this person. It can be a photo of their face, a record of their voice, or image of their fingerprint. The last one is X-ray baggage scanner. X-ray baggage scanner airports use ionizing radiation to scan passengers and luggage. Depending on the type of machine, ionizing radiation is used to identify objects that may be hidden by passengers and to create images of what is in luggage. So, X-ray baggage scanner are used to detect items that may be concealed in travelers' baggage. The scanner uses an X-ray to penetrate the bag and create image of the item inside. Security personnel can then use this image to determine if any are suspicious. The scanners works by passing X-rays throughout the bag. And other devices used in Homeland Security. In addition to recreational use of unmanned aircraft system or UAS, also known as unmanned aerial vehicles, UAV or drones are used across our nation to support firefighting and search and rescue operations, to monitor and assess critical infrastructure, to provide disaster relief by transporting emergency medical supplies to remote locations, and to aid efforts to secure our borders.
The cost of cybercrime is fast growing, with global rates estimated to soar to $2 trillion by 2019. Alarmingly, these projections reflect only a fraction of its true figure, due to data that is hard to detect, resulting in unaccounted cybercrime cases. The increase in cybercrime rates over the years has led to the need for cybersecurity. In other words, the protection of computer systems from internet-based threats and attacks. One form of cybersecurity is cyber insurance, which offers products and services to protect companies from internet risks, such as data losses or claims made against an organization in the event of a cyber attack. As cybersecurity threats show no signs of slowing down, the market for cyber insurance is unsaturated and ripe. Whilst awareness of general cyber risks and the need for cyber insurance is growing, problems with cyber insurance are rampant. Business owners remain ignorant of their risks, hindering them from obtaining the appropriate cyber insurance to protect their businesses. In addition, insurance companies are failing to access cybersecurity profiles accurately and have been unsuccessful in adequately tackling newer viruses. Unsurprisingly, the cyber insurance market rife with low policy coverage and high premiums is predicted to remain undeveloped and immature for a short while. To mitigate these problems, both specialized companies like BitSight Technologies and startups like Quadmetrics are developing risk assessment tools to help both the insurers and the insured to assess the risks. In addition, insurance companies may start to open up cybersecurity departments which offer security architecture assessments and forensics to their clients. Companies should also spot gaps in the market to create products and provide services which add value to cyber insurance policies, creating more opportunities in the cybersecurity ecosystem. While cyber activity and cyber transactions have afforded much convenience in our day-to-day affairs, it is evident that without suitable cyber insurance, individual consumers and organizations remain vulnerable to cyber attacks and run the risk of suffering damaging economic consequences.
Hello everyone, my name is Jan Edward Sirumando. Cyber risks and threats. Cyber risks and threats. ICT can also generate my-wide risks as it offers new means for malevolent activities. While their security, the cybercrime generate as economic costs. Effort to support greater access to ICT. In the developing world will integrate consideration of cybersecurity in order to be effective and sustainable, but such effort might themselves create risks to human development as the security objective of states and individuals do not always one side. Increase the cyber surveillance, internet filter can have a detrimental effect of fundamental human rights and human security. Cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, the Department of Homeland Security, its components play lead role in strengthening cybersecurity resilience across the nation and sector, investigating malicious cyber activity and advancing cybersecurity. Alongside our democratic values and principles, President Biden has made cybersecurity a top priority for the Biden administration at all the levels of government to advance the President's commitment and to reflect the enhancing the nation's cybersecurity resilience is a top priority for DHS. Secretary Mayorkas issued a call for action dedicated to cybersecurity in his first month in office. This is called for action focused on tackling the immediate threats for ransomware and the building more robust and diverse workforce.